Alright everyone, welcome back. It's Tuesday the 13th of February and it's time for another update on Bitcoin and Solana Daily, starting off with the news. So the main story today for Solana is that Solana Mobile's finally hit 100,000 pre-orders, which means that the founders window is now going to be closing within 24 hours. So if you do want to lock in the founders price at $450 and get the Chapter 2 pre-order token, then make sure you do that within the next 24 hours. Head over to my Twitter or the link in the description and there will be a code, that's my referral link, if you do want to use that. The rest of the Solana updates are just going to be quick headlines. Remember, you've got 7 days to go and stake that 1 million bonk. If you do want to get that bonk dragon, is it an NFT, is it an airdrop? We'll find out in 7 days. Friendly reminder that tomorrow is Valentine's Day. If you want to get a cool Valentine's card, head over to Chunky.com over on Twitter and you can print out a Solana meme coin Chunky themed Valentine's card. I know that's what I'm going to be doing. I'll let you know tomorrow if I've still got a wife. In the past year, Phantom's seen its user base over triple. We're seeing massive adoption in Solana. So the only question left is when airdrop. On the NFT front, the Degen Ape Academy has just come into a verbal agreement to acquire the Degen Trash Pandas collection. Now previously, the Degeniverse has been 3 separate collections, with the Degen Trash Pandas kind of taking a little bit of a spin-off, still using the same artwork from Monolith, but this collection was kind of pioneered by Pit the Panda. They've now come back into a verbal agreement that the Degen Trash Pandas are going to be once again acquired by the Degeniverse. That in itself, in my opinion, is very bullish news. The floor price is up over 17% in the past hour. And if you couldn't tell, if you're a member of my Discord or you follow me over on Twitter, you'll know that this is personally one of my favorite collections. If not my favorite collection, because I'm a massive fan of raccoons. That's really what it is. There's a new project coming on Solana and they posted that they will change crypto investing forever. Basically what their idea is, over on Solana, they're going to be creating non-custodial ETF indexes that you can invest on their platform. Now you can either do copy trading or invest into up to 10 tokens at a time. And when you invest, apparently it's going to form in your wallet as an NFT. So this hasn't been fully fleshed out. I haven't had the opportunity to go and check out their platform as it is really still being built at this moment in time. So, I'll let you know how this develops. Keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on the channel. I'll let you know what's going on. Solana's DeFi TVL breaks 1.9 million. And moving on to the Bitcoin front, another beautiful day in terms of inflows for the spot ETFs yesterday. Yesterday, on the 12th of February, we saw a total inflow of 493 million into the 9 ETFs collectively, with GBTC outflows still being just underneath 100 million. So GBTC's daily flows are nearing zero, and the cumulative flows for all of the spot ETFs are just making new all-time highs every single day. Now in terms of the charts, guys, not an awful lot to update, so we're going to fly through this today. Over on the daily time frame, obviously, as I'm sure you've witnessed, we did take a slight creep back down to the downside from 50,400 to price targets not seen since yesterday, 48,400. Now on the 4-hour time frame, this was very healthy. We had an overextension, we had some type of bearish divergence, and we managed to come back down, and we've pretty much reset the 4-hour stochastic RSI back down to the downside, and we have bounced on support at this moment in time. So if we come over, let's come over to like the 12-hour time frame. I don't want to zoom out too much so you can kind of see what's going on. Get rid of the Bollinger Bands. This kind of region here, or what I've got drawn here, this wick here and this wick here, this was the previous all-time high, and when we were coming up to this region, this was a rejection from it. Now we've kind of just come back into this box and had a slight bounce back up to the upside. This is a higher low, at least as of right now. The fact that the stochastic RSI on the 4-hour is almost reset is kind of telling me this higher low around about 48,000. I don't really think we're going to be going, too much lower than this. However, I would just like to hazard a little bit of caution. At this moment in time, it's not really the time to long, so, don't take this as me saying, hey, we've retested this level, so we should be longing right now. Remember, a couple of days, maybe a week or so ago, we were talking about how you had the long confirmation at 44,350 on the 50 TMA strategy. We are a very, very long way away from these moving averages, the daily EMAs, the 50 TMA, the daily stochastic RSI is reset. And even if we're coming over to something like the Bollinger Bands, the price action, at least at this moment in time, is very overextended over these levels. Now, does this mean that I think we can't push up a little bit further? That's not what I'm saying. I do think we can push up a little bit further before a major correction. After all, the weekly stochastic RSI has just reset, and I don't really see a reason for us kind of getting stuck above this region. We've retested this previous resistance. We've got above the 618. So in my opinion, I think we're probably going to push up and become a little bit more overextended, at least until we fill the CME gap at 53,500. At which point, if we continue further and we manage to come up to the 786 around about 58k, you know, so be it. But in my opinion, this region around about here, 54 to 58,000, in fact, a little bit shy of 54, around about 53. So 53 to 58,000. I think this is kind of going to be the opportunity to be on the sidelines for a little bit. And if you did manage to enter along based on the TMA strategy, that's kind of when I'd be looking to move a little bit more risk off. But at least as of right now, I'm not really seeing any kind of super worrying signs that we should be freaking out this moment in time. But once again, I will hazard caution. We're very overextended. We're very far above the TMAs, daily EMAs. And I do think we're kind of nearing this local top formation. I just personally don't think we've hit it yet. But nonetheless, I still think we've got a little bit more room in the lower time frames to move up. The same thing with Solana. So with Bitcoin, like I said, I don't really see a reason for us to top out before filling the CME at 53.5. It's the same kind of story with Solana. We've been detailing the wave count, and you can see this correction today happened on the 4-hour time frame, just got immediately ate back up. So we're still looking at the same kind of thing over here. We saw that initial 1 wave, we saw the 2 correctory wave, and I think we're in that wave 3 back up to the upside right now. So we've had that bottom down here at 93. We've got a 1, 2, 3. This 4 wave down here was a very clear correctory wave. And in EWT, the 3 waves and the 5 waves, they're meant to be pretty big moves. So, this slightly higher high right here at 115, I definitely don't think that's going to be a local top for Solana. The same thing with Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's got a little bit more room to run up and we shouldn't be too worried. And the same thing for Solana. I think Solana can easily get back above this previous local top at 126 before we can even think about a ABC correction. And this, once again, this is 1, 2, 3. This is going to be the 3rd wave. So at which point we'd be expecting an ABC correction. Nothing like a 1, 2, 3, 4, like a brutal correctory wave. What I'm talking about is coming up to something like $130. That's where I think the next wave 5 is going to top out, and then we can start talking about, hey, we might cool off for the next few weeks or so. And the same for Bitcoin. I think looking at the daily, we're a little bit overextended, so I think it's the same thing with Bitcoin and Solana. So for both of them, on the 4-hour time frame and the daily time frame, I think we've got a little bit more room to push up to the upside, but I just would like to highlight on the higher time frames like the weekly, we are pretty much fully reset, and this is kind of the region where I'm expecting that we're just going to start, tearing off faces for the next few weeks or month or so. So with that being said, this small correction today, it took us to price targets that we haven't seen since yesterday. So I wouldn't be too worried about this. I still think higher lows, higher highs. We're going to creep up to higher price targets for both Bitcoin and Solana before we see anything like an important ABC correctory wave. So for today, my friends, that's all I've got really. In terms of the TA, it's the same thoughts as yesterday, so just wanted to zoom through that quickly and just let you know my updated thoughts. Really, the main thing that you should be taking away from today is that if you do have the money, if you do have the spare $450 to go and buy a Solana mobile, I think it's really going to be an investment which is going to pay off. And just like in the previous saga, where you got that saga NFT, the non-transferable one, you're also going to get a non-transferable token for Chapter 2. And in my opinion, I think that's going to mean that you're going to get lots of allocations to airdrops. Is it going to perform as well as the saga? Probably not, but I still think you're easily going to make your money back on the Chapter 2 Solana phone. And you can get into their private Discord with that, and you get a phone. So even if you just make $500, $600 based on that 450 investment, and you get a really cool web-free phone on the Solana, and that web-free phone is really useful for day trading and all different type of Solana things, I just think it's kind of a win-win both ways. So for today, my friends, that's all I've got. If you wanted to lock in that order, you've got 24 hours. And if you are considering it, make sure to head down to the link below or check out my Twitter and use my referral code. That's all I've got for today. I'll see you on tomorrow's update. It's been your boy Cowboy Trades. Remember, smash like, smash comment. You know the gist. Share the videos with your friends. See you tomorrow. Peace.